Hi, welcome to Con Talks Hockey. On this show, we talk anything ice hockey or hockey related. So my first segment is Top Hockey News. My first news story is Olli Jokinen has retired from the NHL. He signed an honorary contract on Tuesday with the Florida Panthers because he was their captain for the longest time. He leaves behind 750 points and 1,231 NHL games with 10 teams. My second news story is Reed Duke, a right winger from the Brandon Wheat Kings of the WHL, has signed a 3-year entry-level contract with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. He is their first player to ever be signed to their organization, starting off probably a good organization for them. The CCM eFlex 3 pads come out April 28th. They boast a speed skin technology, which makes you almost levitate on the ice, from what I've heard, and makes you a lot more quicker when you're doing power pushes. The OWD core system, which optimizes weight distribution, allows for easier movement, making this another step towards the lightest and best pad in the market, and then a new foam core, which makes the pad even lighter. My first trade news is Ben Bishop has been traded to the Los Angeles Kings for Peter Bujai, defenseman Eric Sinarok, and a 7th-round pick in this year's draft. I don't understand this pick personally because Ben Bishop is a bona fide starter, and now in Los Angeles they have Jonathan Quick and Ben Bishop. Having two starters is not very good for a team because there's a lot of rivalry, but not a friendly one. But this makes sense on Tampa Bay's part, getting a veteran backup for the young Vasilevsky, who, from what I've seen when they played in the finals, was very good and very, he's young, but he just needs to mature a little bit. And Vasilevsky signed a 3-year contract extension worth $3.5 million per year. So it makes sense shipping Bishop out with all that cap space. My second trade news is Johnny Oduya was traded to the Chicago Blackhawks for prospect Mark Meneal and a 4th-round pick, which makes sense for us considering we just put Nicholas Hjalmarsson on injured reserve. So, I mean, he won 2 cups with us, one in 2013 and one in 2015. And he's a good veteran guy. He was the assistant captain in Dallas. So this really makes sense for us. I feel that we already won the trade considering we dealt Mark McNeil, who was a prospect and only had 1 game in the NHL. He was traded from the Blackhawks to the Stars in 2015 on the free agency market. And he usually registers 18 minutes per game with the Stars. And my final news is Henrik Lundqvist posted his 400th NHL win on February 11th, 2017, which he did it in the quickest time possible in 727 games, which is actually astonishing because that's, I don't know how many losses, that's only 300 and some losses and 400 wins, which makes him a great goalie. And he was picked in the 7th round. I think he was one of the last picks. So that wraps up my top hockey news. After these few short messages, we'll be back. Hi, welcome back to Con Talks Hockey. On this segment, we're going to be doing a goalie gear review on my Bauer Enemy 3 goalie mask. This goalie mask is made by Bauer, and it's the lower line goalie mask, which goes up to the Enemy 10, and I have the Enemy 3. The shell is a Lexan polycarbonate shell, which gives you great protection, and a carbon steel cage, which lets you have good visual lines, but you can swap it out with any type of cage if you want. The mask also comes with a sweatband, 2 sweatbands actually, and a bag. 2.14 pounds, so it's nice and light on your head, so you're not really feeling like it's really bulky, which is really nice because if you have something heavy on your head, you can't really have really good movement. And it's a Dave Art inspired shell, which that means is it was made by one of the best mask painters in the NHL, and he didn't paint it, but it's designed by him, and it's a vinyl wrap, which I think is really nice and it looks great out on the ice. The inside offers some nice foams. It also offers a chin cup, but I immediately took that out because whenever I'm out on the ice with it, it always irritates my chin and it moves up and down, which is not very good if you're trying to play and trying to focus. And the mask overall, if you're playing at anything from all the way up to bantam, it should be a good mask for you. But if you're playing, high school hockey, competitive leagues, I mean, even if you're a beer leaguer, this mask is probably not the best mask for you. Saying so, I'd give this mask a 7 out of 10. Everything else is good about it. The shell, the look of it, and just the problem is it's the protection. Every time I get hit in the head with it, it rings and, it puts me out of focus. But the good part about it is the cage offers very good sight lines if it's everything but a cat eye. Cat eyes are illegal in any U.S. play except for the NHL. But overall, it's an okay mask. It's on average pretty good. Just the foams on the inside, it's just very not protective for the high school player. But if you're below high school, go ahead, buy this mask because this is a good mask. After these few short messages, we'll be back. I'm Constantine Stanovich, and thanks for watching Con Talks Hockey. See you next time.